Warning. Tomb of Annihilation spoilers ahead. We rejoin Xaeli the Ranger, Torrin the Paladin, Nala the Druid, Barakas the Rogue, and company in the midst of a standoff with the Red Wizards of Thay. The party has taken a firm stance between the wizards and the slaves, weapons drawn. The Thayans do not appear adversarial. The party relaxes slightly, but do not sheathe their weapons. A woman separates herself from the ranks of red-cloaked figures and moves forward, clearly intent on speaking. Half of her face is that of a wizened woman, and the other half is of a very young woman. She introduces herself as Zagmira. Before we continue, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot.
Oh, hey, buddies.
My associates informed me you are responsible for what happened to this temple. Quite impressive. How did you manage it?
Barakas was very hungry.
You mean to tell me you ate worked stone?
Never underestimate Barakas's appetite.
Do you have any roast chicken?
No. I assume your continued business here involves the remaining puzzle cubes.
The Red Wizard holds a cube up in her hands before sliding it into a bag on her hip.
What do you mean, puzzle cubes?
Come now. The rest of the shrines are empty, and you are the only group this side of Chult with that kind of power.
Do you have roast chicken in that cube?
No!
Remember that these puzzle cubes are keys that allow entry into the Tomb of the Nine Gods. The party knows this. The Red Wizards know this. There are two options available. Work alongside the Red Wizards, even though Orvex has warned the party about their lack of trustworthiness, or take the cube off the Thayans' dead bodies. At this exact moment in time, my players have successfully bluffed that they do not have any puzzle cubes, despite having 7 of the 9.
I'm willing to pay you to collect these cubes for us.
After you tell us why you want them.
That's truly none of your business.
I'm ready to silence this and get this over with.
Are we about to have the equivalent of a mage measuring contest? Because I'm totally down.
You're free to leave the city until tomorrow morning. After that, we will kill you if you decide to remain and not join with us.
You better hope we don't find you then.
What was that?
No, nothing.
Zagmira turns slowly, clearly irritated. She motions to the rest of her party and they all proceed to walk off, disappearing behind some ruined buildings. Barakas wants his roast chicken.
Barakas, they don't have any.
Barakas thinks they don't realize they are the roast chicken. There's a moment of silence as everyone suddenly understands what Barakas has been asking for this whole time.
Oh, okay.
Do we roast the arms or legs first?
Why would you roast them separately?
Xaeli makes a good point.
If you're done, let's get the slaves squared away. Then we'll hunt these guys down and get those cubes.
Well, that was a quick turn from not interested in slaughter.
We need those fucking cubes, and they started this.
And Barakas needs his roast chicken.
Focus! How can we protect the slaves while we're gone?
I have something. Orvex, come here.
How can I be of service?
We need to deal with the Red Wizards and don't want any unnecessary casualties. Give me something you care about as collateral for this.
Xaeli pulls an ornate rod from her bags and extends it out to Orvex. And this is?
A rod of security.
Never seen one of these in person. Where did you acquire it?
Not important. Something valuable of yours. Quickly.
Orvex hands over his research journal and Xaeli pockets it. Orvex murmurs quietly to himself, and suddenly he, plus all the 60 slaves, vanish from sight. They are now protected in a demiplane for up to 3 days, completely removing them from the fray. Time to hunt some Red Wizards. Xaeli and a recently reborn Boblia lead the way while everyone else follows, scanning buildings for any sign of danger. Several hours of tracking later, Xaeli finds the Thayans investigating an entire block of buildings that are sagging from decay. There are 3 mages on the avenue and several inside buildings with their veteran bodyguards, noisily searching for where the missing cubes could be. This fight was almost more complicated and dangerous than the one in the Fane of the Night Serpent, as each Red Wizard had access to Fireball and Counterspell. Xaeli made ample use of her Silence spell, disabling mages who were not quick enough to act against her. Near the end of the battle, several members of the Red Wizards' force threw down their weapons and surrendered. The party allowed anyone who surrendered to leave unharmed in exchange for a promise to leave Omu. They even got to keep their own weapons and supplies. Not that it'll do them much good in the Chultan wilds, but that's not our problem. After a hard-won victory, the last 2 puzzle cubes were claimed, and the party is now ready to attempt to enter the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
Let's get back to where Orvex left with the slaves. No reason to leave it unguarded.
The words barely leave her mouth as the avenue starts to shake from the concussive force of footsteps. The party nopes out of the area, But as they're leaving, they see a Tyrannosaurus Rex, the approximate size of a Tarrasque.
And that's why you don't overfeed your pets, kids.
After retrieving Orvex and the slaves, the party decides to protect the slaves for the 10-day cooldown before sending the slaves back into the Rod of Security with Hissy for added protection once they re-emerge. Instead of protection, Orvex has opted for his chance of a lifetime to explore the Tomb of the Nine Gods. We will arrive at the Tomb of the Nine Gods in the next episode. What could possibly be waiting for my players down in its depths? Is the Soulmonger even there? Or has this all been for naught? You'll find out soon. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. I'll see you all next time.